Hello everyone, Race Beyond Mother here, and in this video I'm gonna talk about the steering wheel that wins my heart in 2021, the McLaren GT3 V2 from Fanatec. So, I'm gonna share with you my opinion, also different kits and mods from where you get them, and even how you can convert that wheel for all the wheelbases on the market. But how in the first place a rubber grip and plastic construction can get so much love from somebody who already owns some of the best steering wheels on the market? Well, there is a hidden reason and little story behind that, and let's talk about it. So, before I show you everything about this wheel, how is it built inside, how to make it work with different aftermarket wheels, and even how to make it look like completely different wheel, and why is it getting so much love from me, I really want to shift your point of view with little story. I know for a fact that 70% of the views that video is going to get will be from new people that see my face for first time. And I know you're gonna judge the book from its cover. Lots of expensive sim racing gear and beautiful sim racing environment, but that wasn't always the case. It wasn't too long time ago when I was completely broke financially and mentally, and I had to change country once over again and start everything from scratch. And like most of you, I have really shit job that gives me zero happiness, but I had those two main advantages. Brutal passion about racing and sim racing, which guide my entire life, and I also already have met some awesome people from all over the world. And I still remember when I was dreaming about my first direct drive wheel, but was so far from my bank account numbers. And a friend of mine who I met through my sim racing journey told me, "Hey buddy, I have 1.5K, which I'm not gonna need any soon, so you can pay me back whenever you can." What an awesome friend to have, Steve Hefford. If you watch that video, brother, thank you so much for everything you've done for me all those years. And what's the point of this story really? Well, 90% of us, we don't have much, but what we have is a fucking passion. We are actually the same but in different stages, and that's how this wheel becomes so important and get so much love from me, because I know many of you just spent the last money you had for your new wheelbase and you don't have that extra 1K to spend on high-end steering wheel. So Fanatec, I know I have screamed on you so many times over the years for different reasons, but thank you so much for listening the community, improving that wheel on all those different aspects and keep it in the same price range. Thank you. Now, I hope you get the point. I cannot compare that plastic wheel against my favorite ever SSRG Competition 300 wheel, which is in completely different level and of course completely different price. What we are looking is a wheel which can get the job done for 300 euro. And if you wanna see a full review of that wheel, you can check on Boosted Media, where Wheelford have made absolutely awesome job. Link in the description below. On that video we are going beyond that. Now let's start with the body. Wheelford claimed that this is glass filled plastic, which means that material is very durable and have really high shatter resistance. I couldn't find that info anywhere in the Fanatec website, but I really hope that's the case. And after 3 weeks of torture, I opened the wheel today for the video purposes and everything looks absolutely fine. That being said, let's go further. If you wanna use that wheel on Simucube or any other aftermarket wheels, you're gonna need conversion kit, which you can find on Sim Racing Machine's website. And here you will find very high quality production kits for all Fanatec wheels. In particular, you will find absolutely awesome magnetic shifters. Everything you get from here comes with little instructions and is really simple to fit. But if you have whatever questions, you can email, and the custom services on this website are absolutely brutal. I sent over 11 emails for a week and I were getting every time almost instantly an answer. And I know I just said that everything is very simple to fit, but unfortunately that is not the case with the McLaren V2. And even if I like the feeling of the original shifters a lot, I already read on Fanatec forums for problems of those new gears. And the problem must be from this little guy here, because mechanically I really don't see how this can happen. So, we know Fanatec is on the mass production and the quality control have never been their strong side. And I also believe that getting filthy product is more about bad luck, because over the years I used so many products and never had a single problem, but I have read quite a bit of problems out there. And my point is, if you get your McLaren wheel and everything works just fine, I really don't recommend to go for sim racing machines aftermarket magnetic shifters. Not because they are not better, trust me, they are much better. They are carbon, they have great feeling and they have high quality switches. But because we really try to stay around 300 and adding extra €150 for those shifters, that will be well over €450, and for that money we are moving to a completely different class. Now, if you already have that wheel, or even if you wanna get that wheel and you wanna get the maximum of it, I definitely suggest go for those shifters if the money are not a problem. I promise you, you are not going to regret that decision. But attaching those shifters to this wheel is a bit messy process, and I wanna show you a few sticking points. You're gonna get really nice instructions with the kit, but I wanna boost your confidence just a little bit anyway. First, you have to open the wheel entirely, and then you're gonna need to take the original shifters away, and there will be a little plastic bump stops on the back of the wheel, which you're gonna need to cut with a knife. So don't be afraid, they're a bit soft, just take your knife, take your time and cut them slowly. Then you need to make 4 holes for each shifter, 3 for the bolts and 1 for the cable. And before you do that, make sure you get the PCB board out of the way. And once you are done with that, now you can say goodbye to your warranty. Now you can also take the 2 switches from the original shifters, they are attached with 2 bolts on the back of the PCB board. And here I have 2 different ways for you to attach your new shifters to the PCB board. One way is to attach them with the original little connector they are coming with, which is a little bit loosey, and I just hot glue a little bit to secure the cable. And the other way is I just cut the cable with the original connector from the switches, attach the cable together and just plug it in. And if that is too much for you, you can just send your wheel to Sim Racing Machine and he will do it for you for just a little bit extra cash. And just a honorable mention, as I said in the beginning of the video, if you wanna make your wheel looks different like I did with my Formula wheel, those are 2 websites I found with very fun skins for all the Fanatec wheels, and those stickers are really easy to apply and cost just around €20. So, if you didn't like that video, just smash the dislike button, imagining you're smashing my face, and there will be no problem at all, because who the fuck am I to judge your feelings? But if you liked it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because there are a lot more to come. That being said, have a great day and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.